Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see a problems of in Leetcode on March 6th. Problem is find missing and repeated values. Find missing and repeated values. We should return the values which is missing in an array and which are the repeated values in an array. Let's see what the problem statement tells. You are given a 0 index 2D integer array of grid of size n into n with values in the range of 1 comma n square. Each integer appears exactly once. Each integer appears exactly once. Exactly once means we should use array or hash maps. We should use array or hash maps which traces out the distinct elements in an given array except a which appears twice. One number will be missing. That means count of that number is equal to 0. Count is equal to 0. Missing means count is equal to 0 now. Next, one number will be twice repeated. One number will be twice repeated. These are the two conditions. One number will be missing and one number will be twice repeated. P will be missing. Let it be A will A. Let it be B. The task is to find out the repeated and the missing numbers A and B. Return 0 indexed integer of array of size 2. We should return array of answer of size 2, in which answer of 0 equal to A and answer of 1 is equal to B. Now, let us see an example. Let's see example 1. How to solve this? Given grid is equal to given grid is equal to 2D array of 1 comma 3 comma 2 comma 2. Here by seeing only we can see that 2 is repeated. That means A is equal to 2 comma B is equal to, from here we see that 1 is given, 2 is given, 3 is given. Array of index n into n. We should check the values from 1 to n into n. On this basis, what will be the missing number? 4 will be the missing number. B is equal to 4. We can return 2 comma 4. By seeing, how can we approach to this problem? We can approach this problem through two ways. One is using arrays. Why do we use arrays? Because here the distinct values are from 0 to n square or 1 to n square. 1 to n square. Since we have linear number of numbers, that means no missing of numbers greater than 2. So we use arrays. If the numbers is missing greater than, that means one number is 3, one number is 5, one number is 8, so on. If they say missing number irrespective of the linear order, then we use hash maps. Hash map is a data structure. It is very important, guys. Please go through Geeks for Geeks or W3 schools to learn about these hash maps, or else I will find a one day to explain all the operations of the hash maps. Now let us see this problem statement using arrays. Let given grid is equal to 1 comma 3 2 comma 2. Let's suppose We assume an array. We assume an array. Let it be. We should return answer. We should return the array of size 2. Should return answer of size 2. Answer of size 2. Here for tracing, we should take the array of size n square. 0, 1. It is array to trace it out, which is the missing number and which is the repeated number of size int of n square plus 1. Why 1 means if we keep array size of 3, then we get index value from 0, 1, 2. So if we keep n square plus 1, we get array indexes of up to n square. On this basis, we have kept the array size of n square plus 1. Now, iterate through the grid array and increment the index values. What I have said that iterate through the grid array using double for loop or nested for loops. For of nested for loops is syntax is for in for. For in for. Iterate through the grid array and increment the index values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Initially, array contains the numbers of 0, 0, 0, 0. By default, in C++ it will change. In Java, the default value is 0, 0, 0. Now we iterate through the grid array. Array of 0, grid of 0, 0 is 1. We increment the index of 1 to plus 1. We increment the index of 1 to plus 1. That means plus 1. Next, we iterate to the next element. Array of 0, 1 is 3. We increment the index value of 3 to plus 1. Previous value plus 1. Okay. Now, we iterate to the next element of 1, 0. Grid of 1, 0 is 2. We increment the value, previously calculated value plus 1. Here will be 1. Now, if we observe the grid of 1, 1 element is again 2. So, we increment the index value of 2 to previously calculated value plus 1. Now, array of 2 element will become previously calculated value is 1, now calculated value is 2. Now, if we iterate through this array, find out the element whose index or count is 0 and whose index or count is 2. That means, if it is repeated, then the index count will be 2. If it is missing, then the index count will be 0. Here given constraint is we should calculate the value from 1 to n square. If you go some down on the Leetcode problem, you would find the second point in the constraint in which it should be from 1 is less than or equal to grid of ij is less than or equal to n square. So we should iterate the element from 1 onwards to n square. 1 to n square. Answer. It is answer array. We iterate through the answer array. We should return the 0 indexed integer of size 2. Of size 2. And where answer of 0 is equal to a. If if we iterate through the array where the element index value is 0, we should keep the value at a. Here if we iterate through the array, the index 4 is having 0 and the index having duplicate number is 2. A is 2 and B is 4. If we see the answer is 2 comma 4. We have got 2 comma 4. It is the easy approach, my dear friends. If you didn't understand, once go through the back and come to this to code the solution. Let's see the code for the problem statement. This is the code, my dear friends. Let me explain the code of this. Initially n is equal to n square, because we should maintain the array of size n square. We initialize the array statement. We iterate through the grid elements of nested for loops. We iterate through the nested for loops and keep count of the array elements. Keep count of the array elements and increment the array index elements in this statement. Next, we should keep the answer array. We should return the answer array of size 2. We iterate through the array. If the array contains the greater than 1 element or double equal to 2 element, we keep at array of answer of 0 is equal to missing element, repeat. If answer of 1 is missing element, we return this answer array. Here time complexity of this is O of n square, because we are going through nested for loops. Here, and space complexity is O of n, because we are using an auxiliary space of an array. So the space complexity is O of n. This is the problem statement, my dear friends. Thank you, my dear friends, for cooperating with me. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, my dear friends. Let's meet again tomorrow with another interesting solution. Thank you, my dear friends.